The Omni Parker House, where history never checks out. The Omni Parker House isn't simply a hotel. It's a storybook built from brick and velvet, where every page is filled with names that changed history, and every chapter lingers just a little too long. Presidents, poets, revolutionaries, and guests from across the world have passed through its doors, but not all of them ever left. When you first enter the lobby, you feel it instantly. There's grandeur, yes, chandeliers, the polished wood, the thick carpets that soften your steps. But there's also a hush, a kind of presence in the air. The Parker House isn't silent, it's listening. And the moment you cross the threshold, you feel as though you've joined the company of every soul that came before you. Harvey D. Parker opened this hotel in 1855, determined to create a place of unmatched hospitality. He succeeded. The Parker House quickly became Boston's parlor, the beating heart of the city where ordinary people, writers, and politicians all gathered under the same roof. The Saturday Club met here. Emerson, Longfellow, Holmes, and Lowell, voices of American literature, sitting over the famous Parker House rolls and coffee, shaping ideas that would last for generations. The hotel's air must have been thick with conversation, with the smell of ink and tobacco smoke, and of course, there would have been laughter and debate. And then came Charles Dickens. In 1867, Dickens stayed here while on his American reading tour. He rehearsed A Christmas Carol in front of a mirror that still hangs in the hotel today. Picture him, pacing, muttering Scrooge's words, watching his reflection carefully, perfecting each gesture. That mirror has seen him, and perhaps it still remembers him. When I stood before it myself, I felt a strange sensation in the glass. Not just my own reflection, but the weight of a performance that never quite ended. The Parker House doesn't only recall literature, it remembers politics as well. Years earlier in this very hotel, a much younger John F. Kennedy gave his first public speech, a simple toast to his grandfather, at Honey Fitz's birthday celebration. Though only a little boy, the moment seemed almost prophetic, a hint of the public life that lay ahead. Later, the hotel would be a defining moment in his life again. On June 24, 1953, inside Parker's restaurant at Table 40, nestled in the quiet corner of the dining room, John F. Kennedy opened a velvet box and lowered himself to one knee. With a smile that carried both charm and promise, he asked Jacqueline Bouvier to be his wife. My husband and I had the honor of eating breakfast at that very table. We sat where they sat. We lifted our cups where they lifted theirs. Suddenly, a simple breakfast became something else. A reminder that history is not locked away in books or museums. Sometimes it sits quietly at the very table where you eat. And the Parker House remembers Revolution too, downstairs in an area where the hotel keeps its photographs and memorabilia. I saw something extraordinary. Photographs of a man who once worked here in the bakery, a man who would go on to change history. Ho Chi Minh himself baked bread at the Parker House in the early 1900s. His image is preserved on the hotel's very walls. I thought to myself, what other building in America holds under its roof the memory of Charles Dickens, John F. Kennedy, and Ho Chi Minh? History is layered here. Sweet, strange, and staggering all at once. But for all of its politics and poetry, the Parker House holds other kinds of stories also. Stories of whispers in empty corridors, of shadows in mirrors, of laughter echoing where no one stands, and elevators that stop on floors that no one called. Stories of hauntings. For years, the Parker House's most notorious ghost story has centered on room 303. Guests complained of strange things there, the smell of whiskey thick in the air, even when no glass was near, the sound of disembodied laughter in the middle of the night, water running in the bathroom when no one touched the taps. The disturbances in room 303 became so relentless that the hotel finally locked its door and turned the space into storage. Yet the legend refuses to be silenced. On February 18, 1876, actress Charlotte Cushman died in her suite on the 3rd floor of the Parker House. She succumbed to pneumonia after a long illness. Though her voice fell silent, some say her spirit did not. The 3rd floor carries a heaviness, as if her presence still moves through the corridors, lingering in the very place where her final curtain fell. The 10th floor has earned a reputation of its own, a place where the ordinary rules of night and silence seem suspended. People speak of lights flickering without reason, of shadows shifting just beyond sight, and some insist they have seen Harvey Parker himself, dressed in his stovepipe hat, still pacing the hallways with a watchful eye. It is as if the founder never abandoned his creation, still guarding it in spirit long after his earthly ties were severed. The Parker House has never lacked for ghost stories. They linger here in every corner, told not only by guests who come and go, but by those who know these halls best. The men and women who walk them daily, who feel the building breathe around them. It is from their voices that the most enduring tales are born. And that's where Gabe comes in. Gabe is a maintenance man at the Parker House. He doesn't deal in myths. He deals in wiring, pipes, and the everyday bones of the building. One afternoon, he came into our room to check the unit, and with a matter-of-fact tone, he told us something that stopped me cold. Rather than retell it, I'd like you to hear it in his own words.
So, spooky stories from the maintenance man at the Omni Parker House Hotel.
Hi, my name is Gabe, and I am a watch engineer at the Omni Parker House. My favorite spooky story of the Omni Parker House is a long time ago when I first started here. There was a man who didn't want to pay for his room, so he started to run out the doors. And right when he hit the revolving door, our 100-pound rug flew up and squawked the door.
Oh my God.
He was so afraid he went right back to the front desk, put down his card, and left. And we had it on camera. I've never seen anything like this.
My gosh.
It blew us away.
Oh my gosh. Any others you want to share?
That's
amazing.
There's so many. Just especially, I don't know if you requested 1003, but that actually is one of our big rooms. You did? Yeah, of course. So that was the Stephen King room.
We did.
Yeah, it's great. It's a lot of people don't like it. Obviously, people have left in the middle of the night. We've had room attendants leave the first day because they see something. Some people see things, some people don't. But
in this room?
Oh, everywhere, but this room especially. 1402 is another one.
Oh, I'm so glad we got the right room.
Yeah, you nailed the room.
I'm very, very sensitive to spirit energy, so I'm hoping.
Oh, good. Good luck. I mean, I've seen doors closed on mostly on camera. My favorite one, and this is a long time ago too, is my second favorite one. Is I took a picture for a nice couple in the lobby, just to show the elevators, and behind them was like a steam figure of a man walking by. It was wacky.
Oh my gosh! Do you still have that photo?
No, it was on the people's camera.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I may have it. This is like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Well, you've been here quite a while. That's really amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the history here is unbelievable.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
I know.
Even right before I started too, Emerald Lagasse was here. So even that was like we still had people coming in, and this guy named Seamus, not old. This is the guy who used to work with Seamus Murphy in the lobby. He was here for many, many years. He would tell the story. He would go out with Emerald, and I don't know if he made this up, but they used to go out for Emerald, and he'd take the shot and slam it down and yell, "Bam!" Just like he would on TV.
Right.
Yeah, before he was famous.
Yeah, kind of his catchphrase.
Yeah, but the history here is fantastic. It's really an amazing place to work.
So have you ever had like any other encounters? Like you mentioned something about elevators.
Oh, elevators! They stop randomly on floors, no call button pushed. it's very wacky.
Yeah, it is because of the security code. You have to use your security code in order to access.
I know it's just really weird.
That's pretty doggone amazing.
I know. You've heard about the Harvey Parker story too.
I've read a little bit of backstory on the hotel, and that I guess a guest had possibly had a visitation from Mr.
That's
Parker
what
himself.
I've heard as well. I have never slept here, obviously, because I work here, so I would never have. But I've heard that as well, and it's a pretty cool place. I mean, some people get afraid, but it's been better over the years. When I first started, I was encouraged not to speak about this, but now we have more and more people seeking it out.
Well, yeah, I mean, right, and I mean, actually, I think it's fantastic publicity. Not to mention, I mean, quite honestly, we all leave an imprint one way or another on this earth, and sometimes it just soaks into the walls. And people, those that might have come before and passed, they just still love it here.
Yeah.
It's not always like malevolent. It doesn't mean it's malevolent or scary. It's unnatural to us.
Yes.
Because we're alive, right?
Yes.
But the whole thing about it is actually quite charming, I think. You have the spirits coming back. I mean, honestly, if I were a spirit, this is where I think I would stay too.
It gives it the home to Boston. I mean, we still have we have this corner that has had such big history in the city. First school was on the street. So
isn't that marvelous?
It's just everyone's buried right around us. I mean,
right.
We're in the center of old Boston. You're gonna get something.
It's fabulous here, just fabulous. We went next door to the King's burial grounds, and haven't gotten inside the gate yet, but hopefully we will.
Hopefully today. Yeah, it's great.
It's beautiful here.
Where are you both from?
We're both from Oklahoma.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it's real fun.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's such a pleasure meeting you.
Really? Oh. That's awesome.
But anyway, it's such a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for sharing your stories.
Thank you very much. I've loved this, and I really appreciate it as well.
If you have any more, you think about it while you're working.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I should have told her about this.
Mm-hmm.
Please come up, knock on our door, because I am all the way open for it.
You got it. I would love to.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
The Omni Parker House holds many stories, each told by the people who work within its walls. Another voice belongs to David, the human resources manager. His role is people, guiding, supporting, and caring for the staff. He sees the Parker House through another lens, and he too has stories that defy explanation. Rather than describe them myself, I want you to hear them in his own words.
Hey, my name is David Quiroga. I work at the Parker House Hotel in Boston, and I have experienced some spooky activities. Actually, in the hotel, we hear some noises. I had the opportunity to go to the spooky room 303, and the day after I went to this room and I got home, my brother was visiting. He had no idea I went to this room. He felt the presence of somebody standing right behind him.
Oh,
and
wow.
He had no idea that I have experience on that myself, got into the room.
Oh.
And then I came back to the hotel and I told my friends, and I started working here until past work hours, and it was dark. So I came to see Mr. Dixon's room mirror. And I hear some kids running around. I thought people were playing a prank of me.
No children around.
But
amazing.
It was late at night. It was 7 p.m. There was nobody here. So there's always something spooky here.
I love it. We're in room 1003. which is also
It's
considered.
closed. There's one room on the 10th
That's
floor
ours.
as well.
That's ours.
Is that the one?
That's the one we're at. So
So
I'm.
they change on the floors. Sometimes they say that if you leave that, they will just organize that. But the
Oh, to
donation-
leave change on the
If you
floor.
leave it on the floor, they will just pick it up. Just try it and see maybe
I
something
will.
happens.
I will. It's so wonderful to have met you, David. Thank you so
No,
much.
My pleasure.
And that's the Omni Parker House for you. By the time you've heard from the staff, by the time you've eaten at Kennedy's table, or stood before the Charles Dickens Mirror and passed by the door that once marked the threshold of his room, you begin to realize this isn't just a hotel, it's a crossroads, a place where history, literature, politics, and hauntings collide under one roof. This amazing building is more than a hotel. It is a chronicle of America itself, proof that some stories never fade, some memories never weaken, because here at the Omni Parker House, history never checks out. So if you visit, walk softly, listen closely, stand before Charles Dickens's mirror, sit at table 40, wander the halls of the 10th floor, and if you're lucky enough, listen to the people who work here, because they are the guardians of its secrets. Special thanks to Gabe and David for sharing a bit of the Parker House soul with me. Copyright 2025. Paranormal Tendency, a division of Haunted Soul Productions. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell.